Hi Jeep Jamboree fans, this is Pierce Umloff at Jeep Jamboree offices in Georgetown, California. I'm here with Mark A. Smith, founder of Jeep Jamboree USA. He is going to share with us today his top 10 off-roading tips, and many of these tips you might think are about off-roading itself, but they're more about the practicalities of what it takes to go out and off-roading and doing it safely and having a good time doing it. So, you know, as many of you know, and some of you may not know, Mark is the founder of Jeep Jamboree USA. He was the leader of the Expedition de las Americas through the Darien jungle back in 1979. He was expedition leader for Camel Trophy in Madagascar in 1987, and has built over hundreds of off-road courses around the United States, including the severe off-road track at the Quantico Marine Base, the Daimler Chrysler Proving Grounds, and done countless trainings with United States Special Operation Forces and law enforcement agencies. So there's no individual better than Mark to give 10 tips of off-roading advice. So Mark, share with the Jamboree participants what your top 10 tips are.
Okay, Pierce. Number one, prep your vehicle properly when you're going off-road. Be sure the battery is secure. Many times people going off-road, the battery topples onto the engine and then you got real problems. A full-size spare tire. These little retard spares that some manufacturers put are absolutely worthless. Most of all, tell somebody where you're going, and when you're expected to be back.
Well, I think that's something that a lot of people don't do. They prep their vehicle, but they forget to go out and tell somebody where they're going. We hear about that all the time on Rubicon, where people go out and they don't tell anybody, and search and rescue is out there a few days later looking for them.
Right. Well, a few of the simple, basic things that I feel going off-road: CB radio or your cell phone, because generally today the cell phone will get out somewhere. Be sure the battery is properly charged. Basic tools: pliers, wrench, baling wire, screwdriver, just something for minor emergency repairs. A tow rope or a tow strap with no metal hooks, and generally at least a 20,000 pound braking test. A good jack, preferably a high lift. Water and food for 2 to 3 days. Dehydrated foods are great, and of course they do take water, so another alternate is a little simple water purifier. I think today you can buy one for less than $20.
Sure.
A shovel and an axe, very important. If you do get stuck, whether it's snow or sand or mud, the shovel, and like the old GI shovels, they don't take any space. Survival gear is one of the most important things. We've had many people go off into this country, go do a little winter snow driving, and they're not dressed or prepared for it. They get stuck and they get major problems. You can buy very inexpensive tarps, these little space blankets that'll fit in the glove compartment. They're less than $5 a piece.
Keep you warm at night.
They keep you warm at night and shelter. And of course, another little cheap item is less than $5, a camp mirror, for using for reflecting for possible aerial search while
or making sure you look good, if you're right. It's
That's
very
right.
important. Yes.
Yeah. A flashlight with extra batteries. Matches in a plastic bag to keep dry in case you're in wet weather, and
yep,
you'll be able to build a fire. And last and most of all, extra quart of oil and probably 5 gallons of gas, depending on where you're going.
I think these are important tips because they're all about preparation and being prepared for what if. You know, I think a lot of you may be expecting driving tips, but that's not what we're talking about. These are tips that, you know, Mark learned through so many years of his off-road driving, that what are the things that he was, you know, needs to be prepared for, that to expect while we're out there. And I think these are great tips to share with everybody. So.
And they don't take a lot of space.
No, they really don't.
Most of these items will fit right in the glove box.
Yeah, well, they're lifesavers for sure. Well, thank you very much for sharing that with everybody, and hope that provided some useful information for all of you. Thank you so much.